I know, but hell no.
Hey y'all, I'm Pop.
And I'm Son.
And this is the Pop and Son Podcast episode 10. And look y'all, you know it's a new week. And I'm going to dive right on in this BS we've been dealing with all week. I'm going to get straight to the good stuff. Well, it ain't good, but that's what everybody talking about. Y'all, you know what everybody talking about. Charlie Kirk. Now, this debacle, every time it's some BS, I call it debacle. I probably pronounce it wrong, but y'all out there know what I'm talking about. Charlie Kirk is a man that got his own opinions on how things go. You know, in this world, we got a lot of racism and prejudice in this world. Pop believed that if you want to be racist or prejudiced, I don't have no problem in it. Long as it don't affect me. And if you're a bigot, tell me you're a bigot. And I ain't got no problem with you. I just know how to handle it. But now you know how Pop feel about it. Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
It's better to have the person be up front and you know what you're dealing with than the person act a certain way and then they're acting another way behind your back. So I respect for a person to put their opinions out so I know how to act accordingly. Then you catch him red-handed and would you rather, okay, I'm going to get A and B scenario. Would you rather a coworker, you know who they are, they're headstrong, they're putting their opinions in your face, or you want a coworker to act like y'all best friends and then you catch him on the phone or you catch him talking the whole opposite?
No, I don't want no knife at my back. I just rather you had to tell me, look, I got a knife, and watch me because I really don't like you. I'll stab you. You give me opportunity. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't bother. I'm not gonna hate you or care about what you got going on. All Pop gonna do, I'm gonna have a calling and I'm gonna watch you. So we got all out the way. Now the day with this Charlie Kirk thing is it's something that I think America is dealing with the same old BS. They're taking something that's racial and using it to put black and white against each other. So you got on one hand, you got Charlie Kirk was so-called shot. I done seen a whole bunch of stuff on TikTok showing where blood package and then the way the bullet went, and maybe he ain't been shot, maybe he have. And then you got in the news, other side of the news, you got black colleges got little kids that been hung and killed just because they feel that somebody in an outrage because they lost a racial brother, so they want to show their racial hatred, and by doing something ain't right. Now, I heard that Charlie Kirk was actually took out, if he was took out, and it wasn't a black guy. So I don't understand what's going against one say, okay, it's my racial buddy, he got took out, so I wanted my hate gonna make me do something over here. What you think about that, son?
Well, you know, if they're hatred, it just fuel the fire for them to do what they really want, their true desires. Like, you know, humans have always been a destructive society since our records of time. There's never been a point in human society where there's been war, violence. There's never been peace. From my perspective, from my knowledge of what I've never seen there's been a human society, from my recollection, of peace. Ever since I've been born, on my experience, there's always been violence in a human society. From your perspective, since you've been born, was there ever a peaceful period in your lifetime?
Well, when I was young, we always had amongst the family. Let me break it down.
The world.
We always had peace, but it's always a rule say, oh, we go over here, we might have to fight. We go because people over here don't like us. Like you said, you want to know who you deal with and who you don't deal with. And the more the story real, let me tell you something. I ain't right. I don't do the racism. I raised my son not to be racist. Is it racist in the world? You got dang right. It's racist in the world. But I made some good people, black, white, Spanish, Mexican, green, purple, yellow. I meet good people, and I'm gonna be your friend if I be your enemy. And if I'm your enemy, you made me your enemy. You done did something to Pop or did something to my son, and Pop ain't gonna have that. So my story with this Charlie Kirk is, this is another psyop, America. Let's don't fall for it. You gotta always have white people that hate black people, and black people don't like white people for whatever the reason. You got Mexicans don't like people. You got all races got bigotry against another race. This world is built on hate and separation. When we decide we don't want to be separate no more, we gonna win. When we learn how to work together as a people, we gonna win. I'm a black man, but I love who I am. And if I got a white friend, he got to love being white. Ain't no wrong with that. If I got a Mexican friend, he gonna love being Mexican. Differences was make us great. Now we need to stop. That's all I'm gonna say about it. What you gotta say about it?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm done with that, Charlie Kirk. I'm tired of all this racism crap. I'm out. We push past this 2025, 2026. Y'all let's do something different. Hate ain't got us nowhere. We all in the same predicament around here. You got the real rich and the real poor. If you're doing anything, we need to be taking the real poor. Need to be finding out why the real rich ain't passing his money around. If you want to fight about something, you need to figure out where his money at. You worried about blue, purple, green, yellow, and hate. Worry about where the money at. Now pop through with this. Now, we're gonna move on.
So more brighter subject, not so depressed, like, you know what I'm saying, more dark subject. We're gonna get some entertainment in there.
I'm gonna let my son start over now.
We're gonna go off, that was a big political social topic that we just got on. So now we're gonna go into some entertainment. What you gonna say, Pop?
Before we do this, I'm gonna get a whole deal. This right here. And Jimmy Kimball?
Mm-hmm.
You did your job. Now you back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I before we hop off, I listened to the Jimmy Kimball thing. I didn't really see, in my perspective, I didn't see anything that really requested him to be fired. All he did was just talk about how Trump was grieving, how he would, from what I seen, the little clips I seen, it wasn't nothing that I feel like he should be terminated over.
No, it's what we just said. It's the rich controlling the poor.
The narrative.
Or the rich controlling the narrative. Or the rich telling you what you can say, you cannot say. We need to worry about our freedoms than worry about the color. Worry about our freedom, because if one color get locked down, the rich gonna get them all. Rich gonna get them all. They ain't gonna look at color. They look at that money. If you poor, you ain't like them. So let that sit on that. So go ahead, son. I apologize for breaking.
The topic we're on is on the NFL, and we're gonna talk about the highs and lows. We're gonna talk about the teams that are still undefeated, with just only like 4 left. The Bills, the Chargers, the Colts, the Eagles, and the Buccaneers are on the top of the list. But that doesn't necessarily mean they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year. These are the teams that are just looking good. My team is the Chiefs. We're on 2. But we're going to go on a fantastic run. When I mean this run is going to be elite. Every game we lost was by 1 score. And you see my dad, I don't know why he had his gear on today. I ain't going to expose him. But he took all of his off because they need that young Hoku, which is an NFL kicker. They cut him off for no reason, even though their new kicker hasn't been, let's say. But like I said, NFL has been a banging year. We have a lot of upsets. We have a lot of teams in the middle. We've seen the Green Bay Packers with the Micah Parsons trade from the Cowboys. They just lost to the Cleveland Browns, led by Joe Flacco at quarterback. They were up 10 points and blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter to lose 13-0 to the Cleveland Browns. And this is bad for Dad because he wants to see his boy Shedeur Sanders play. So that means since Joe Flacco won this game, that means he will probably finish the entire season off at QB position. I see you're trying to interject. Say what you want to say real quick before I keep going.
This is what I want to give Joe Flacco right here. He a sad, wore-out old quarterback that need to move out the way. The day I watched that Joker play, and he didn't contribute nothing to the win. If the running back and the defensive one, you out there, but you ain't dead. I'm gonna leave up there. Joe Flacco, you need to get up out of there. Go ahead, son. I apologize.
The first game we had was the Bills. Well, first off, we're gonna talk about the Bills, which happened Thursday night. They squeaked by a W against the Miami Dolphins, which is one of the worst teams. They need to go ahead and send Tyreek Hill back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Go ahead and just clean out the whole organization. So the Bills squeaked out a W. Now we're going to go to the Vikings and the Bengals with a score of 10-48. The Vikings defense held strong. They were clamping up the Bengals, who lost. Both of these teams lost their star quarterback. So y'all see how that went. Texans, your boy Travis Hunter caught 1 pass. You know what I'm saying? Mediocre on defense. Is he a bust? Is Travis Hunter?
Oh, but hell no.
Travis Hunter ain't a bust.
He a bust. But he busted.
We're going to see. I'm going to give him a 2-year grace period.
No. His mind is busted. When I say no, when I say that right there,
hell no.
That means that he ain't doing the job, y'all. You know, he got draw problem. Y'all know what that mean, y'all old people out there. When you got draw problem, you can't play at your best.
But like I said, so Jaguars, they squeaked out a W. Now we're going to Indiana Jones for the Colts. Danny Dimes. He was the lead for the Giants. Giants threw him away. They said he was trash. And he has came to the Indianapolis Colts and been undefeated. The boy's looking like primetime Josh Allen out there. He's playing phenomenal ball. He will be probably the most improved player of this season. So now we're going to the Rams and Eagles. The Rams were dominating the entire game. I just can't stand the Eagles. I can't stand the tush push. That is one of the most weakest, unentertaining plays. You know it's guaranteed with the Eagles. They blocked the punt in return for a touchdown at the last second of the game to smash the Ravens and remain undefeated, which I think. And now we're going to go to one of my dad's friends' best teams, the Steelers. Y'all squeak by against the Patriots. I mean, you know, Aaron Rodgers, he's old. Y'all got to get as many dubs y'all can because when he gets old, the winter gets cold, he's not going to be playing as good because I'm already seeing the decline. And now we're going to talk about the Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. That was one of the most pitiful games I've seen. 0-30. The quarterback threw 2 interceptions. There were 3 fumbles. I've never seen a professional organization get beat so horrendously. The Carolina Panthers are one of the worst organizations in the NFL. Come on, Atlanta Falcons. Y'all gotta, I ain't gonna say too much about y'all, but y'all gotta play more masculine. Y'all gotta play with some more aggression. Y'all was looking soft out there.
Atlanta did what the world doing to us. You know why the world doing that to Atlanta? Cause we fired our kicker. Then got another kicker that can't kick the ball straight.
Y'all better go.
How you at the 30, you kicked the ball to the right and missed the pole, got back to the 30 and kicked the ball left and went and didn't even hit the other side of the pole. You don't know what the middle at? If I was your woman, that means you can't hit the middle of nothing. We need to find, what we need to do, we need to go to Colorado. What that boy with that American, what's his name? The Colorado kicker. Y'all out there, the world champion, that Colorado kicker. We need him bad.
Hold on. When we talking about college football, I bleed LSU.
Oh, I'm an LSU fan
I
too.
bleed LSU. You know, we gonna win the Natty today. We winning the championship this year. We gonna this. Ain't gonna talk too much about that, but he brought up college football, so I had to let y'all know.
I'm just so look at my fan. I'm so depressed today that I had all hope for the fact. My son bought me a jersey this year. I had all hope to wear my jersey. I had to put that damn jersey in the back of the closet. I just move. Go talk about something else, son.
All right, back to continuation of the games. We got the Seahawks versus the Saints. They were dominated. I have a friend, a colleague that grew up from where I'm from, Derek Hall. He's been showing out with the Seahawks. Keep going, Derek. And then we got the Cowboys versus Bears. And supposedly America's team lost to the Chicago Bears. Oh, pitiful. But that is what conclusion of this NFL week. We also have the Monday game that hasn't concluded yet, which would be the Ravens versus Lions. And I expect the real Mike Vick, the better version of Mike Vick, the best, one of the best. I can't say that because the best quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, so I was going to get beside myself. But the second best black quarterback to ever touch the turf of an NFL field, Lamar Jackson, will dominate the Lions. Book it now. The game hasn't started. But if you want to take the Ravens, they will win that game in upcoming fashion. We got Derrick Henry toting that pigskin. So, yeah, that's going to happen Monday. But that's the conclusion of the NFL week. If you want to add anything,
I'm too sad. Pop too sad to talk about NFL. NFL right now stands for not Falcon losers. They the most. I just let's move on. I don't want you to talk about it. I give Falcon the help.
Non applicable.
Falcon hurt my heart. I've been a Falcon fan since Michael Vick, and I ain't had nothing to be happy about seeing Michael Vick. Let's move on, man. I'm tired of it. Now let me tell you something else happened, y'all. That was fun to me. I'm gonna do this here. Breakfast Club. Everybody knows what the Breakfast Club is. It's a famous podcast. They got Charlamagne the God and the other light-skinned, pretty Ricky little boy. He on there. They got 2 women on there. They had last week, they had Damon Dash on there. See, y'all old school like me, you know who Damon Dash is. Damon Dash is the man that started Rockefeller. See, a lot of people think Jay-Z started Rockefeller, but Jay-Z didn't. Damon Dash started Rockefeller, and some kind of way, Jay-Z got a hold of Rockefeller, and Damon Dash became the man behind the scene. Now, Damon Dash got on Breakfast Club and called out both of them young men out there and called them gay. They called him gay because he said, man, y'all so feminine, I can't even talk, y'all keep cutting me off. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. He said, you lying. He told the man, your person you look up to as a woman, he just dogged him out. And he was only dogging him out because as a man he was trying to talk. And they kept cutting him out like a woman. Now Charlemagne the God, you got to do better. You got to do better. Whitney Williams taught you how to be who you will, but you got to let a man talk. Damon Dash is just, he want to get up there and tell y'all something, whether he lying or not. You got to at least let the man talk. What you think about that, son?
I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know, that's y'all era. You know what I'm saying? That's all them 40, 50-year-olds going at each other.
They got so bad that they start comparing houses. They up there on national TV arguing who got the best view. Who broke? They call it Damon Dash broke.
That's feminine, ain't it?
Yeah, it's feminine. Damon Dash up there telling folks, man, because I got $1 million, don't mean I'm broke because I filed bankruptcy. He said your president filed bankruptcy 6 times. He's still a billionaire. They still didn't get it. And instead of them talking to him like a man, they up there worried about his house, calling him broke, talking about his teeth. Man, when you get a certain age, you don't care about all that. You worry about that money in your pocket. And that's what I'm going to say about it. I say, this is what I'm going to tell Charlemagne. Charlemagne, you need to get a couple of these. You ain't Whitney Williams. You still a grown man. The man said he'll punch you in your face. Ain't nothing you gonna do about it. That's bad when a man tell you, I'll punch you in your face. And ain't nothing. He said, man, I sit here and watch people just dish you so much. And you sit there and take it. That mean that man ain't got no respect for you. And he just told the whole world you was gay. I don't mind nobody being gay, but when a man disrespect you like that on that TV, that's a problem. So that's all I'm going to say about that Damon Dash interview. It was a mess for black people all over the world to get on national TV and act like that. Pop don't approve of that. I think it's real sad as black men to get on that TV and act a fool like that. Now, what you going to talk about after that?
So speaking of this, all this New York business between Jay-Z, Damon Dash, and all this, Jay-Z and Rocnation was trying to invest $2 billion into Times Square. Who chooses to invest $2 billion and not get some gains? With that much money, there's going to come with a lot of repercussions. You know what that $2 billion involved? They were trying to make one of the biggest. They were trying to bring a big casino into the middle of Times Square, Manhattan. They were trying to get, Rocnation was trying to get a casino license, which got rejected by the community. You know why? Because you know what casinos do to communities? And you know, they were trying to, and the theater tried to ban the community activists. Everybody was opposed to it, but they're trying to push this narrative to profit. So if they got that casino, they invested $2 billion, but they probably got $100 billion over a lifetime of that. Once that casino is established there, that's going to pull a whole bunch of other casinos and retractions. Yeah. That casino is going to suck all the business and all the money in New York and pull it in from tourism, from the locals, from everything. It was going to shut down a lot of business. Like when Walmart started popping up, it shut down a lot of local businesses that support all the stuff that Walmart had. There were multiple businesses that did that. Walmart was a super center and had all that stuff. So it kills local businesses and kills communities for local people to have access to try to do something for themselves. So putting that casino, all that hard working money, because a lot of people are going to try to get rich quick. They're going to give their checks away. They're going to give all their community ties to that casino, and it's going to shut down these communities. So this just shows the dark side, the greed that they will try to shut. They were trying to act like it was a good investment for the community, that this casino was going to bring money. But no, in the long run, it's going to take all the money from the people and put it in the pocket of the rich. Like how you said, what are the rich doing? They're making schemes and ways. The house always wins.
Yeah, so let me tell y'all about this, what my son said. I've been in this world a long time. I'm from the coast. We got casinos all up down this coast. I can remember before the casinos came down here, you had places that you can go, watch a sports, watch a comedy show. You had after hours clubs. The casino shut all that down. And on top of that, Everybody took their hard-earned money for their get-rich scheme. And a lot of people, the casino broke up homes, put people on drugs. It made people criminals. It had people robbing. It had people stealing because you ran out of money. And once you get addicted to something, you do anything you can to get that addiction filled. And the casino become the worst gambling condition at all. So if you got a community like Times Square that got a lot of entertainment and a lot of good coming to the community, because you got people that stand on the side of the road and perform, and people come to Times Square to be seen. Once you bring the casino in, the casino gonna stop all that, and it's gonna bring some more negative stuff in there. That New York already got problems.
They have the highest amount of police. They have triple. Chicago is the second highest city of crime, which got 11,000 police. New York got 30,000. They got three. That's one city got 3 times the amount of the normal city.
You talking about getting robbed now? You bring that casino in there.
Oh, one of their proposals was, we're gonna have our own security force. We're gonna have drones with facial recognitions around this casino, lock it down. It will be one of the most safest areas.
Yeah.
You know what they say in Vegas? Casino strips are one of the most known for prostitution, extortion, so you're bringing a whole nother big crime aspect, the way for them to clean money, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to bring a lot of big crime.
Yeah, it may be clean in the casino, but outside the casino, it's going to be horrible. Because people going to do whatever got to do once you get an addiction, and a gambling is a very bad condition. A gambling, it kills families, kills jobs, and companies. I know a man that was a millionaire. He was going to casino every Friday. At casino made him lose his business and respect to his family and his kids. That's not a good deal. So, man, all I can say about it, hold on. I applaud New York for keeping that casino out, because if y'all don't, y'all gonna have problems.
Oh, this ain't it. They trying harder. So, and then there was, so the people that shut down the board, guess what happened?
What happened?
They found out there was, they were trying to do, they're hiding it as, donations. They found contracts that Rocnation and, Caesar Entertainment were trying to do contracts that were pay the people $20,000 a month, likely for them to change their mind to get this. So this is a big thing.
They were doing backdoor deals,
they're doing GoFundMe's, and they're finding because a couple of people on the board started changing their mind. So this is eventually that casino is going to get there. I think it is, because this is where the arguments for developers argue that casinos would create jobs. And you know how what casino jobs pay? They pay you by the tips of the people that are getting their hard-earned money. Casinos get paid below minimum wage.
So the casinos, and you rob the people around you.
No casinos make minimum wage.
They make minimum wage
paid by
tips.
And where did tips come from?
From the poor people.
But guess what? Their argument was that this is going to create a numerous amount of jobs. This is going to generate tax revenue. You know where the tax revenue is going to come? From the people.
And
this also was, it was going to complement the existing entertainment business. That's what all their arguments were for this casino being in Times Square.
All it's going to do is shut down all the comedy clubs around there, because all the acts going to have to come to the casino. So y'all don't fall for that. If y'all got any entertainment theaters, all it's going to be shut down, because everything going to be flushed through the casino to keep the casino business. And guess what? That's the rich get richer, and just like I said y'all earlier, the poor get poor, because that money going to come from your community. And they're going to shut down all the local venues, because casinos got to make all the money.
The Broadway League, it's called the Broadway League, and community groups are opposing the project. They're
because
trying to
they know,
strong. Because they know
they're going to shut the door.
Years will be, it's over with for them. If that casino comes in,
all the casinos, the comedy clubs, and the after-hour spot, y'all got to shut y'all doors, because they're going to capitalize on all the entertainment. And then they're going to tell the entertainers, hey, don't go there, come here, we going to pay you more. So if y'all can't compete with the casinos, think about it. If you're a business and casino pay somebody, just say they pay somebody $50,000 when you only can afford $10,000 for that business. You can't compete with them. So why to come to your little establishment when casino gonna pay them $50,000? So guess what? You can't pay them $50,000 because you can't afford the pay. You can't afford to charge them folks that money to get your money back. You got a small venue that hold 100 people. You can't charge a person $100, $200 a ticket to get in there to take up their property, because you ain't got no room. So it's a catch-2 no matter where you go. So with that right there, y'all, listen. Pop gonna say like I always say, that's the rich watching the rich hand, and the poor people gonna suffer out of it. And that's it on me. But go ahead. Well, now
that's all I got to say for that topic.
Okay, so My next deal, y'all, I'm gonna get on this, and this is sad, another sad. We going back. Why Pop doing all the sad stuff today? We gotta go back to the sad thing. Y'all, it's horrible. Now I know they got sacrifices. They got kids these days don't care nothing about your life, and they got a lot of horrible people in the world. Y'all, I heard a story about a guy called D4VD.
Pronounced David.
They pronounced David. He was a rapper. Look, this sapsucker had a girl he was dating at 12. He's a teenager now, at 12 years old.
Yeah, he was like 19.
Yeah, 19,
yeah.
which is way too old for it anyway, but they both were teenagers. Somebody let their daughter do it. Okay, they was all on social media, loving each other, being around each other. Then that one day, this girl come up missing. This rapper, I heard a lot about this rapper. He done made songs about killing people to come up missing. All this kind of stuff. They made a lot of money on this song by killing this girl. 3 years later, while this girl missing, their mama crying, looking for her, don't nobody know where she at. They find her, this poor girl, in his Tesla trunk. After 3 years later, in an old abandoned car.
No, it was a Tesla. So it was a car that was sitting there for so long. A towing company got it, pulled it, and it was in a towing place for a couple months.
To a poor tow yard.
It started smelling so bad that they had to get a police checkup to break in and see, and they found a corpse. Her body was so dismembered for her being so long, it rotted out. They thought she was chopped up.
You leave somebody,
but
you leave somebody dead in a house for 3 days, they start swelling up and decomposing. Y'all think about how bad that is out 3 years. That's so horrible. Well, look, you got kids out there, you got daughters. Man, y'all can't let your daughters go with anybody. I don't care how much money you got, he a rapper. These kids these days do not care about the life of a child or whatever. They will if they say, hey, I'll give you $1 million, but you need to sacrifice somebody, don't you be that person close to him, because you're going to get sacrificed. Now it's sad, y'all, but it just made me hold on to my kids longer, because I done had some bad stuff happen, and you know that as a parent, man, you've been looking for your kid 3 years and you find that, man, that's a heartbreaking deal. So if they find that this boy did it, which you can't charge did it, I think there's life for a life. All I'm gonna say about it, how Pop feel about it, life for a life, and torture ain't that bad. That's all I'm gonna say. What you think about that, son?
Yeah, I think he's did. There's so much evidence and videos. I've seen way more videos than you, because I'm on the internet looking. The evidence on this guy is stacked to the sky. So I think it's a 99% chance that he didn't did it. There's videos of him and his girl, numerous videos, and then he's made songs talking about
how he killed it.
Lyrics really putting a name in it, how he did it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's cooked.
I think a judge need to get this boy, beat him to an inch of his life, take a razor blade, cut him up just before he bleed out, throw some Epsom salt in the wound, let him heal up, take him to the woods, throw some sap on it.
Send him to the cartel.
Let some ants. Let some ants eat him. A kid like somebody like that what you do somebody, you need to suffer for what you did with somebody like that. I'm saying, I say it don't need to be sitting in jail and think about your life. You don't need nobody to just shoot you and get away, take it out. You need to suffer. You need them old torture chamber. When somebody do something like that, they need to bring the torture chamber back. Pop ain't mad. Pop ain't mad. You say I'm looking at Pop torture chamber. I'm talking about old school Dracula torture chamber. That's what I'm saying. Bleed him out. Don't let him die. But you got anything you want to say about that, son?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna let my son. We got one more topic we're gonna deal with today. God, the sad stuff just got popped down. Tell me about this last little topic, son.
Canelo versus Crawford, one of the undisputed top generational boxers of this time period. Terrence Crawford, pound for pound, is one of the best fighters. This man moved up 3 to 4 weight divisions, all the way from 140 to 168. Dominated. Canelo Alvarez, you cannot swallow. Y'all cannot say he's one of the greatest fighters of our generation. He dominated him. Terrence Crawford is undefeated. He has not lost a fight. He has beat everybody in great fashion. His knockout percentage is like almost 70%. He's a toe-to-toe one of the greatest fighters. His technique is insane. His defense is insane. His power is insane. He's on the floor with Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. That fight was amazing and went to the decision. Everybody thought He wasn't going to win by decision. Everybody thought Canelo was going to knock him out because of weight difference. They thought he wasn't going to be able to handle power. And he stood there, both of them, and gave Canelo the work that everybody thought Canelo was going to give him.
Okay, y'all, let me tell you something. I watched all 4 fights. Now, that first fight, them little 2 Mexicans, boy, that didn't pop, didn't even, I watched that, I went to sleep, woke up. But that second fight, that black dude, that Mexican, let me tell y'all something, boy. All I saw was, that was a fight. That second fight, man, when it was a draw, man, look at, I was excited. Them boys beat each other. They beat each other down. And I like that. That's a fight. That's a fight. Now, that third fight, it was another sleeper. I think I slept, woke up, came back, and realized I was still watching the fight. I don't know. But the Canelo and Crawford fight, y'all, let me tell you something. That was a one-way fight. Every time he hit Crawford hit him with a double stack cheeseburger and kept on fighting. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all something, y'all. Did you see when Crawford hit Canelo and Canelo went like this? Canelo said, I know damn well you didn't hit me that hard. Y'all saw it. Yeah, look back at the fight. We didn't hit him. He turned around and looked at him like, boy, I know you hit me that hard. So when he did that, he backed up. It kind of scared me. I'm like, man, is he letting this man make it? Because I watched, what's his name? Canelo grab the boy, headbutt him, pick him up, and all that. That looked like it was a one-sided fight. Look, Canelo got old. That boy like he was on this game. Canelo did good by standing at a 12 round. But it looked like a young man beating up on an old man to me. And
Terrence Crawford is older than Canelo.
God damn,
Yeah,
really?
you got it backwards, yeah. Terrence Crawford is 2 years older.
Well, Canelo, you do. Because I thought I gave you a little great,
No,
Canelo.
he's older.
I thought you was older, Canelo, but you got your butt whooped. That mean that boy just outboxed you. That mean he a better boxer than you all the way around. This man beat you in every round. Every time you got a lick on it, you got so aggravated you headbutted the boy. And you tried to pick him up. And he stood back and let you get your footing a couple times. So that last fight, I like the second fight better than the last fight. It was an entertaining fight, but I thought that what's his name? Was Canelo? I think he was very outmatched in this fight, and I gave you a little grace because I thought you were older. But my son just enlightened me that you were 2 year age that you were 2 year age different. You just got your butt whooped. So I'm gonna get it right here to Crawford. Crawford, cause you whoop butt, and you was a man up there giving me belts. I don't want them belts. I want my own belt with my own name on them. So, but let me tell you what this what I'm gonna get. What did that Canelo? Yeah, you need to go ahead and take your burrito, bean, eat salt, having but home, and I hope you got a little money, cause you don't need to fight no more. You did all you do. Well, yeah, you good.
Canelo got about $400 million.
Yeah, y'all good. Just stop.
Good.
Yeah, just stop fighting, man. You just
no, we gotta get the rematch. So
no, you don't need to do that.
Crawford gotta get his $100 million.
What
you mean?
Well, Crawford gonna beat the mess out of that.
Well, he gotta get his money. So the rematch. That's why he's the A side now. So to get the fight again, he get the $100 million. Canelo get the $20 million. Well, you know, Terrence Crawford was only he was only guaranteed to only get $10 million for that fight.
Well, Canelo, you need to get on some guy.
He got his other money from endorsements, and he got the other chunk. But yeah, he's got to get his good. Why can't Crawford get his big payday?
Well, if you fight again, Canelo, you had to be on some kind of steroids, some drugs, some kind of enhancement call.
No,
you can't take another whoop like that. You can't take another. Boy, the whole world watched you looked at this man after he hit you, said, "Damn, you had to hit me that hard." The whole world saw that, and you just got your dog walked on you, but. That's all I want to say about that fight. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that fight. The 4 fights. The 2 I told you about, I enjoyed. The other I wouldn't sleep on. But anything else you want to say about that today? This week has been
one impactful week.
Yeah, this week been up, and we had some good stuff happening this week. Then we had some very bad, sad stuff happening this week. And Pop just tired. It's 2025, y'all. Let's do better for 2026. And we about done with it. We're gonna do like we normally do. We're gonna say 1, 2, 3.
We love you, CJ.
We love you, CJ. And guess what? Me and my son, we out.